Hey everyone, and welcome to your very first confirmation video. This is where your journey begins. Now you might be thinking, what exactly is confirmation? Why do I need it? Didn't I already do church stuff when I got baptized or had first communion? Great questions. Let's break it down. Confirmation is one of the 7 sacraments in the Catholic Church. It's a sacrament of initiation, which means it's one of the 3 sacraments that start your life as a full member of the church. The first one was baptism, when your soul was washed clean and you became part of God's family. The second was Holy Communion, when you first received Jesus in the Eucharist. But confirmation is the moment where you say yes back to God. It's the church's way of saying, you're ready, let's go deeper. So what happens at confirmation? You're sealed with the Holy Spirit, the same Spirit that came down on the apostles at Pentecost. In the Bible, Acts 2, verse 2 to 3, tell us that when the Holy Spirit came, suddenly a sound like the blowing wind of a violent wind came from heaven. They saw what seemed to be the tongues of fire that separated and came to rest on each of them. They were filled with courage, boldness, and truth. They went out and changed the world. That's what confirmation does. It gives you that same spirit. You're not just going to church, you become the church. Now listen to this verse from Acts 8:17. Then they laid their hands on them and they received the Holy Spirit. That's exactly what happens at confirmation. The bishop lays his hands on you and anoints you with sacred oil and says, be sealed with the gift of the Holy Spirit. It's not just symbolic, it's real. Heaven touches earth and your soul is changed forever. So why do we receive it? Because life gets real. You're growing up, you're thinking about who you are, what you believe, and how do you handle the pressures of school, social media, stress, and everything else. And Jesus knew we'd need help. So he gave us the Holy Spirit. In John 14:26, Jesus says, the advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you all things and remind you of everything I told you. Confirmation gives you that advocate, your spiritual GPS. Here's something cool. In the early church, baptism, communion, and confirmation were all celebrated together, all at once. But over time, as the church grew and people were baptized as babies, we saved confirmation for when you're old enough to take your faith seriously. That's now. That's you. Think of it like this. Baptism is when your parents light a candle of faith for you. Confirmation is when you take that candle, hold it in your own hands and say, I want this light. I want to follow Jesus Christ with my whole life. That's huge. In fact, 2 Timothy 1:6-7 says, fan into flame the gift of God that is in you. For God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. That's what the Spirit gives you. Power to stand strong, love to live like Jesus, and self-control to stay faithful when life is hard. So yes, confirmation is serious, but it's also exciting. It's the start of something amazing. You're beginning the journey of becoming a spiritual adult in the church, not just a member of the church, but a disciple. And this year, you're going to grow in ways you never imagined. So get ready, ask questions, stay curious, and most of all, stay open to the Holy Spirit. I'll see you in the next class, and remember, you were made for more.